Hello, everybody. A little bit of news first. My phone finally got drenched yesterday completely, and I fear it's dead. So I'll be using my Obama phone to make videos and uploads. I don't know how well that's going to go, but I'll try. Now I'm going to tell you a humorous story that was scary at the time, and then make a point with it about being homeless. So the other day I went to Fifth Street Park, the place that won the award for the best trees foliage of the autumn this year. And there was this gentleman that came up to me. His name was Jamal, and he noticed that I had a couple phones. And he said, "Well, let me look at that one with the shiny back." And it was an old LG Stylo 6, probably the cheapest phone I have. And he started looking at it. And of course, being a man, he started looking at porn. So after about 10 minutes, I said, "Well, it's time for me to go. It stopped raining." Uh, and he just pretended like I didn't say anything. And I thought, oh, damn, I'm going to get my phone stolen. So then he started telling me a strange story about how he used to work in an adult bookstore. And men would come in there all the time and proposition him to perform fellatio on him. Yeah, you can start to see where this story's going. So he said to me, I'm not going to lie, but I let him do it a couple times, and I did it to them a couple times. And he said, "What do you think about that? And would you do that?" And I said, firstly, it would have to be a lot of money, and secondly, I'd have to wait for the situation. Then he goes on my phone and he starts a video about a transgender man performing fellatio on another man. And he handed me the phone and he said, "What do you think about that?" And I'm like, I'm completely straight. It really doesn't, affect me or anything. And he said, "But if a transgender man that looked like that started to perform fellatio on you, would you stop?" And I said, "I don't know. It depends on the situation, but I probably would." So I grabbed my phone and I put it in my bag and I started off. And he's like, "Well, hey, nice talking to you and stuff." And then he says, "Can you show me where I can go urinate?" And I said, "Oh, well, just go behind the building and in the weeds and stuff." And he says, "No, no, no. Please show me exactly where." And then I finally caught what he wanted. And I was like, no, just go behind the building, and I don't do stuff like that." And I pretty much ran as fast as I could to my bike, and it was probably the fastest I've ever went on my bike to get out of there. It's kind of humorous. It was a little bit frightening at the time. I probably could have defended myself if it came to that, but he never forced anything. But this brings me to my point. Yeah, there's all kinds of sexual picadillos. Oh, that's not the right word. Uh, Sexual desires in the world. And this man seemed to enjoy having homeless people perform oral sex after telling this story to other people. It wasn't the first time he tried it. Now it brings me to the point of what I've noticed in the shelter lately. There's been a rampant increase in the level of prostitution, or, sex for favors and stuff like that. There's a couple girls in there that do such things like that, and I'm going to tell you honestly, I was sitting talking to one of them the other day, and she said, I'll do anything for $20. And I actually thought about it for 5 or 6 seconds and then said, no, I better not. So this stuff goes on in the homeless community. It probably goes on more in the homeless community than average life because you have no ties, you don't know these people, you're desperate. So yeah, sex for money is a growing industry in my shelter. So have a very nice day and talk to you again soon.